What's going on, guys? How you doing? It's another episode of Wingboys where we talk about life, sports, and eat spicy wings. So the wings aren't that spicy today, and there's not a lot of them because in a week from today, I am going to be leaving for Syracuse for my competition. So I'll post this video. We'll probably do another video next week. But same thing, not gonna be a lot of wings. Gonna be nice and easy. I'm already tasting plenty of defeat because it's been a rough couple weeks since the last time we recorded. So last time we posted a video, I'm here with Anthony, by the way. I think I just take over the whole thing. Last time we posted a video, I was undefeated. 6 straight wins. And then, tragedy. Breece Hall had a season-ending injury. As a Jets fan, I was devastated. As a fantasy manager, I was devastated. Because then he left me alone with a bye-week Josh Allen, and I had to rely on Aaron Rodgers to give me my first out. My first loss was with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself?
For myself, it's your team.
Oh, this is on you.
I mean, you're not helping your team out. You made some questionable trades.
I'm clearly in a downward spiral right now.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm calling out for help.
You moved CD for basically nothing.
I have
And then you dropped Kyle Pitts. I'm trying to pick him up off the waivers.
No. I put him on the waivers already. I got him back. So here's what happened.
The claim's going through tomorrow. Whoever's got the highest priority is getting them.
Oh, that makes a lot. So
who's topping the waiver order?
Waiver claims. I have add Kyle Pitts processed in the morning of November 3rd.
No. Right. Who's the top in the waiver order? Go to the league.
This is great broadcasting.
Waiver order. Looks like Doug's going to get him. And if not Doug, then John. And if not, see, I'm down here. You're...
All right, so there's still a chance I can get him.
You have a chance, but I'd be surprised if no one else put a claim in for him.
Well, here's the thing. So I got confused. I thought I had to get rid of Kyle Pitts to get Conklin. Little did I know that not only did I not need to remove Kyle Pitts, I also didn't get Conklin because I didn't know about waiver order. I didn't understand any of that.
Yeah.
So I'm 6-2 right now, fighting for my life, much like the New York Jets, who are now 5-3, which still means that I'm closer to winning the bet than you. That Pats game was tough. That Pats game was definitely hard to watch. Was very underwhelming. I was hoping we'd see more of our passing game, more Mark Carter. What was your takeaway on that game? I'm sorry, I'm just chewing. I thought you were going to be done by now.
I mean, we activated Elijah Moore again, only to still not give him the ball. So I don't really understand that. I mean, it's tough. It's a divisional game, so they're different than a regular game could play. Even though the Patriots are the worst team in the AFC East, it's still those divisional games have a chance for those worse appearing teams to upset.
That's true.
Whoever has a higher record.
It's true.
The Patriots are showing that they're still dominating the Jets even without Brady.
13 games in a row. 13 games in a row have the New England Patriots beat us. I think we have the yips at this point.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Definitely tough to watch.
Definitely doesn't help that we lost Elijah Vera Tucker for the season.
Yes. That was
so now our whole line is basically just backups other than Dwayne Brown and Laken Tomlinson.
And it shows because Zach Wilson had no time in the pocket. He was hurried up.
Yeah, made a lot of mistakes. 3 interceptions to 2 touchdowns. That's ending on a negative there.
Now, honestly, I do put some of the blame on him because he said in the post-game interview that he'd rather make something happen than throw the ball away. I disagree with that. I think he'd be better off throwing the ball away, live to play another game, because that's how you end up with 3 interceptions. Now, that being said, his O-line needs to protect him so he can make better decisions.
A week ago that I was applauding Zach Wilson for his ability to take care of the ball and how much better he was doing this year compared to last year. He wasn't making careless mistakes. He was throwing the ball way more. He was taking care of the ball. But then, as you just said, he wants to make a play happen rather than throw it away and doing 3 interceptions. That's kind of a 180 to what I was lauding him for last week.
What I will give him, though, is that he's elusive. He is way more elusive.
He's great.
He is slippery. He's fast.
He's definitely taken a step up from last year. He's growing.
Absolutely. Now, I do agree that it was frustrating for Elijah Moore.
Mm-hmm.
He only had one target the whole game. Now, I couldn't tell if that was purposeful or if it was just the fact that he was covered better. But I know he was upset because his post-game interview was the same thing. They said, how do you feel about, how you guys played? And he said, I don't know. I didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
I wasn't targeted.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, he's frustrated, and I get it. They just got to get him more involved somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen, how they're going to make that happen, but he's a great player. He's quick, great slot receiver. They really, I don't know why they're not using him. They should be.
Yeah, the first argument was that they were, I get that they were using more in the running game. They were really using Breece Hall to the most extent they could. But this game would have been the perfect game to give Elijah Moore a little more.
Yeah, they definitely could have used his skill set a lot this week, missing Breece Hall. Michael Carter's a great pass catching back, and we just traded for James Robinson in the wake of Breece Hall's injury.
And he did rather well. He really was. He was aggressive. He really attacked the line. Yeah. He really pushed for any yards he could.
I'm excited to see what we're going to get from him moving forward, too.
Definitely. And Michael Carter as well. Michael Carter is a solid... It wasn't like, oh, no, now we only have Michael Carter in our running game. Michael Carter is a phenomenal running back. Mm-hmm. I think they're definitely going to use him a little more. And especially they're going to probably use him in the same way they use Breece Hall. It's a lot of short throws, short passes behind the line of scrimmage. Just let him go. Just like Braxton Berrios. I love when Berrios is activated on the play.
Yeah.
He goes in, he kicks into turbo drive, slams into someone 3 times his size, keeps pushing.
Yeah, he makes plays happen. Wherever it is on the field, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
But enough about the Jets. Can we talk about the New York Giants? Can we talk about how they need a new quarterback? How they're an amazing team. They've actually become quite a team, but they need someone else at the helm. Would you agree on that?
I don't think I would. I think Daniel Jones is doing just fine. I think Brian Dable is the QB whisperer, as everyone's saying. They're 6-1. What's the change? 6-2. Still, they got a phenomenal defense. They got a great offensive line. Saquon Barkley is amazing.
Saquon Barkley is absolutely...
They're making do with the receivers they have. And I think Daniel Jones is doing a fine job.
All right. I think I would have expected more out of him. He's been in the game for 3-4 years. I would kind of hope for a little more out of him, a little more skill, a little more decisiveness. But I agree that the team around him is great. Phenomenal defense. The defense is doing a large part of it. Saquon Barkley is back in his prime, which you love to see, especially after last year where he was just not doing what he could have done. But I know he was coming off an injury, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the injury was, but he was coming off of a season-ending injury last year. And he just needed time to heal and get back to 100%. And maybe it's the union with Brian Dable, and maybe it's a union with the different offensive coordinator, but he's really looking like vintage Saquon.
Absolutely.
And we're saying vintage, so he's only 26, 27 maybe?
Yeah.
He's not that old.
No, he's not that old. He definitely has a long career ahead of him. But just got to make sure he doesn't get injured. Speaking of injuries, though, can we talk about Christian McCaffrey?
What?
The man made of glass, who is now on the 49ers doing absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I have him on one of my fantasy teams, and I put a bet that he would score a touchdown.
He scored 3 of them.
He scored 3 of them.
All 3 different ways.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the first touchdown he did. I got the notification, touchdown thrown by Christian McCaffrey. I'm like, it's a typo. And then I realized, no, it was a touchdown thrown by Christian McCaffrey.
He's the first player in a long time to have a passing, rushing, and receiving touchdown. I don't know if it's non-quarterback or if it's just in general, but he was him.
He was him.
Sunday.
I mean, he's great. He's phenomenal to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
And now that he's got an offensive line, he's got a team around him that is also solid, minus Jimmy Garoppolo. But
can't win them all,
Can't win them all. You can't have everything. Although Jimmy Garoppolo happened to get just enough yards, passing yards, to make me lose my bet. I am, I think, a Pro Bowl 4-time horrible bet caller because I just keep lining them up and they keep losing. It's not even like I'm doing like 6-leg parlays, 4-leg parlays. I'm like 2 or 3, like, oh yeah, a touchdown by this guy and this money line. And then all of a sudden, it would be like a no-brainer, and it would be the upset of the century. Every game I've seen, it's like, judging by analytics, it makes sense that this team should win. Yeah. Like, and I'm finally paying attention to this stuff. I should just bet with my heart. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Yeah.
Forget analytics. Just throw my money away.
Sometimes you think too much, knowing too much.
Exactly. That's why I was 6-0. I started thinking, now look what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we can talk about my horrible trades. I had no running backs. I had White, Rashad White.
Yeah, Rashad White, Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, I had
not great.
I had 2.
You have Zeke too, but he's injured. He was out.
Yes, and that was the issue. So I was looking for some depth in the run game. And I was doing too much. It's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was being a very poor manager. And I was convinced that CD was worth a Broncos running back, Latavius Murray, and
Curtis Samuel.
And that's on me. That's on me. I'll take the L.
And then days later, the Broncos trade for Chase Edmonds from the Dolphins, adding another running back to their backfield.
Yeah, so I'm just going through it on the running game. But it's okay.
That part of it you could have possibly justified if Murray turned into a solid running back, but they just added someone.
I was hoping.
So that really...
I saw some hope in that kid, and the Broncos let me down.
Excuse me.
But it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay, because you know what? I still got Amari Cooper. I still got Josh freaking Allen.
And you just traded Aaron Rodgers for Antonio Gibson.
Yes.
I think is a great trade.
Yeah, and this time I did discuss with him about the trade proposal because I'm not getting burned twice. So
he just had 20 points last week.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm happy. So
he's moved more towards the pass catching game at the backfield. Brian Robbins taking over like the running aspect, I guess.
Perfect. So he's definitely gonna be. He was a solid pick.
I think he had like 16 carries maybe on Sunday. I don't remember, but he had a touchdown.
Perfect. I can look it up. But yeah, no, I'm very happy, especially because I just got rid of Aaron Rodgers, who has been sitting on my bench the entire season. The one time I decided to let him play, I lost. He killed my streak.
Well, he had to. I mean, it's bye week.
Yeah. No, it wasn't my choice. When I got Aaron Rodgers in the beginning of the year, I really thought that I have a solid lock when it comes to the quarterback situation. Because he was my backup, and I had Josh Allen, who I know, who's going to the Super Bowl. Like, can we just talk about that? The Bills are making it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if the Bills don't make it.
Unless there's a slew of injuries, which
they're the best defense in the league. They're getting Tre'Davious White back now. They're starting cornerback. There's no reason for them to not make it.
Unless there's a slew of injuries. Which, listen to me.
They just traded for Nyheim Hines too. Great pass catching back, one of the best in the league. Yeah, they're Super Bowl or bust.
The Super Bowl or bust. It's them, and also can we talk about the Eagles? The Eagles are going absolutely crazy. Did you hear that? Monday morning, AJ Brown got a surprise drug test. Yeah. He immediately tweeted, "That ain't no surprise." No, it's not a surprise. Man had 3 touchdowns in the first half.
And over 100 yards.
He was going in.
3 catches.
He was going in. He was just absolutely going crazy. Yeah. AJ Brown was in. And unfortunately, I was facing him that week. But it's okay, because you love to see it.
Tough. Yeah, but that was a great performance.
Jalen Hurts, man, where did he come from?
Speaking of great performances, my running back one, Derrick Henry, 32 rushes for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Nah, he was nasty.
And we have a bonus in our league for anyone that gets over 200 yards rushing or receiving in a game. They get an extra 2 bonus points.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because how often is a player going to get it? That I feel like
that's true.
I proposed it to the league. They were on board with it because how often is a player going to get 200 plus yards? And when they do, there should be some sort of reward because that's a great game. And I think it's happened maybe 5 or 6 times since I've implemented it. A few times by Tyler Lockett. That speaks volumes on how big his games can be.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's happened once or twice before with Derrick Henry too when I had him.
I buy it.
Yeah.
No, Derrick Henry is
those are
a nasty one.
That's a little treat that I kind of like about the scoring and the rules in our league.
No, I'll take it absolutely. I'm trying to think, what were some of there were some real highlights. Can we talk about that Panthers game? That last play.
Also, before we move on from Derrick Henry, that 32 rushes on 219 yards was incredibly efficient too. It averaged at 6.8 yards per carry. Usually when he gets up like that and he has a monster game, they're usually running and beating him to the ground, and it's like a 3 yard per average carry or whatever. 3 yard per carry average.
Right. But he was able to really let his legs.
Yeah, no, he was moving the ball well and efficiently, apparently.
You love to see it.
Great game.
Speaking of...
yeah, especially coming off that injury.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the pick six that was called back. Going back to the Jets game, because I just remembered it, because now it started to sting a little. How do you feel about that call? I feel like that was a nonsense roughing the passer call. Like you said.
Yeah, no. It was bad. I mean, I don't really remember it too much. I was kind of going in and out of watching it because we were losing so badly, and I also had homework to do.
You were disassociating. You just didn't want to deal with it.
I was just like, oh, look, another interception, and I went back to doing my work. So I was not paying close attention, but that... I think at the time they even spoke with the rules analysts or whatever, and they said that it shouldn't have been called back. It shouldn't have been a penalty. Afterwards,
they said it wasn't how he hit him. It was how hard he hit him. But that being said, what we're going to see a lot of injuries on linemen now, because you have all these big guys that are going to try and stop themselves short or break fast to try and get away from...
Yeah. And especially with all these injuries people are having on the turf fields,
absolutely,
they're going to...
It's going to hurt. It's going to be bad because you have all that weight.
It's a lot of momentum and inertia to stop on a dime, especially from a big guy like that.
Exactly. And you're going to see a lot of Achilles, a lot of tendons, a lot of calf injuries, a lot of hip injuries, because that a dynamic motion like that at that weight, I'm half.
You ask him to pretty much pull up at a split second, trying to get away from the lineman, but then not hit the quarterback apparently too hard. It's a tough ask. It's kind of unreasonable, I feel like.
Absolutely. Speaking of rough penalty calls, the Panthers, that Hall of Fame game, that Hall of Fame touchdown.
Phenomenal throw, phenomenal catch.
It was absolute perfection. There wasn't a drop of fat on that play. It was beautiful. The only thing that happened was that DJ Moore took his helmet off and celebrated, which I get it. I know that.
Yeah, but the announcer was just saying, he's a vet. He should know better.
He should know better. But he made one of the most amazing games. That's a Hall of Fame. People can be talking about this play for a long time,
especially from PJ Walker, a guy who came from the XFL. I mean,
exactly. So that's why I
much love the PJ Walker.
100%. And I was talking to my guy Darius, who does Parisi over in Islip, and. He was in the NFL Combine. He was going for the league, and he gave me hope because he's the same height as me. He's 5'8". He's pretty stocky. He was going to be a running back. Man, that's all I wanted. I want to be a little running back. But
me too.
Anyways, we were talking about it, and he's like, you say, the rule is that they got to be in the end zone, but these guys doing line dances in the end zone, swimming for 30 minutes, that's a real delay in game. This guy was excited about the end of the game. He won it for his team and then got up in the moment, and now the team lost because of that call, because of that penalty. Put it on the kickoff, not on the extra point.
Right.
It was tough to watch. It was, and I literally turned. That was the third game I watched in a row. The Jets game ended, then the Falcons game. No, that was the Falcons game, right? Panthers Falcons.
Yeah.
So there was one game before that ended. And then I literally switched over to that game. As that play happened, I watched that in real time. It was beautiful, and that was just unfortunate they flagged him on that.
Yeah,
these rules are getting a little crazy.
Yeah, no, it's pretty frustrating sometimes seeing what they call a foul, what they call not, and a lot of missed calls, a lot of controversy overall with the referees.
Absolutely. I know in baseball they're talking about getting rid of refs and getting rid of umpires. So I wonder if that's something that we could see in the near future of football. I almost don't want to. because sometimes the human error does benefit in my team's favor. So you almost don't want a perfect game.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, there are a lot of times where it's literally a game-winning factor or a game-losing factor. What are you doing?
Be real time.
Be real time? All right, guys, let's be real time. Can't stand them.
Listen.
It's
time to be real. It's time to be real.
Let's be real. Your Lakers suck. Your Lakers are garbage. Doo-doo butter. I have not seen a single Knicks game. I don't even know their record. But I did hear, aren't they trading your best friend? Wasn't there talk about trading Russell Westbrook? I wanted to send it to you.
My best friend? I hope they get rid of him.
Your best friend.
I hope they get rid of him.
The only reason you're a Lakers fan, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, good one. The only reason I'm a Lakers fan died in a helicopter. Sir.
Oh, man. That's tough, man. But no, that's a real reason to be a Lakers fan. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, guys.
That was tough. You really dropped that. That was hard. But real.
He's 2009. I became a Lakers fan because of him.
No, I don't blame you at all. He is. I watch basketball because of him.
I feel like he's the greatest of all time. Honestly.
No, I would put it up there. Who's not the greatest of all time? Old man LeBron.
No, honestly, there's a.
He's not the reason why the Lakers are losing.
No.
He's doing his damnedest. At 7,000 years old, he's doing his hardest to try and keep that team alive.
38? Yeah.
No, isn't he? 30? He's only 38?
I think so. Maybe 37, something like that. I don't know.
I'm going to fact check you right now because I will not let you.
How dare you?
Youngin. How old?
No, what the Lakers need is shooters. They have zero shooters.
No, Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a pure shooter.
Get out of my face with Westbrook.
Westbrook, sir.
I don't want to talk about the Lakers anymore. I want to talk about the NFL. This is an NFL podcast.
How
dare you bring up basketball?
It is an NFL podcast. Once the Super Bowl happens, man,
let's talk about the games from Week 9.
Smash. You want to talk about the games from Week 9?
For Week 9.
For Week 9. You get into predictions?
Yeah. First game Thursday night tomorrow. Eagles Texans.
Obviously the Texans, bro. The Texans got it with Burkhead. Easy. He's getting me 200 points. It's going to be a slaughter. It's going to be an
Eagles are going to be 8-0.
8-0. Easy. What's crazy is I made it a revelation. I'm like, if I just bet a couple dollars on the Eagles every week, eventually they're going to lose and I'll just win a money line. But then I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it this week. First week I see Texans. I'm like, I'm not wasting $5. Come on. So, the Texans being 1-5-1, Deshaun Watson is playing...
Week 11.
Week 11.
No, maybe week 12.
December 6th.
Maybe week 12 is when.
So it's probably week 12. So obviously Eagles. Next we have the Chargers and the Falcons. I haven't seen a lot of the Chargers, but I will say the Chargers.
Yeah. The Panthers just scored 34 on them. Without Christian McCaffrey.
That's a good point. No, you're right.
Chargers and Falcons.
Next we have the Dolphins and the Bears. Tua's been going crazy. Tua, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. As much as I can't stand the Dolphins, he is him. Cheetah's him. But as much as I can't stand the Dolphins, I will be real and say that they are Super Bowl contenders.
Be real?
I can't stand you.
I know.
Speaking of horrible jokes, Panthers and the Bengals. Bengals. Can we talk about
a rough game? That
was a rough game
Chase,
against the Bengals.
Bro, I was so mad the whole game.
Don't you have Jamar Chase?
Who won?
Who? Oh, Monday night?
The Browns.
The Browns. So we lost our money line bet.
And I knew it too.
You did.
A part of me did say you should just do the Browns, but the Bengals sound like such a fun name to pick.
Well, again,
it
makes
the
sense.
Team.
They were the team that was in the Super Bowl last year, and they lost to Amari Cooper, Nick Chubb, and friends.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett just decided to be him.
He literally, he can be him.
He's like, all right, let's do this.
He really is like, no one's coming back for my job. Are you kidding me? I am the starting quarterback.
He really showed out.
He really did. And that's the thing, and I always have this weird feeling because I have Amari Cooper and Nick Chubb on two different leagues, but I also wanted the Bengals to win. But Nick Chubb was going insane. Amari Cooper did what he had to do. Even Donovan Peoples-Jones. The Bengals just didn't know what to do on defense. And that O-line has money on Joe Burrow's head. 100%. They want to kill him themselves, but they can't. They got to make it look like an accident. So they're just going to leave and let him get smushed.
It's tough.
It's weird. The Bengals are a great team, but they also play one of the worst teams imaginable. So I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
It really does seem like it's the Jamar Chase show.
Well,
But he
he's
doesn't
got
even-
that great chemistry between Burrow and Jamar Chase.
He does, absolutely, but he has great tools on that.
It's also, tougher defenses to cover 3 dynamic receivers instead of 2.
No, for sure. But he also, he barely used Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was barely in that situation. Isn't he on your league? He's
in
your
one
team?
of my leagues.
Yeah, how'd that make you feel?
Tough.
I would've thought
I know
you showed
better days
up.
are ahead.
I thought
I
you
lost
were going
by 40 points. The guy scored 184 on me. How was I supposed to win that?
I'm right behind you because I think he scored 180 something on me too.
Yeah. Those wins are just kind of...
I literally was just hoping. We were in the group chat, and I texted Amari Cooper. I told him I needed 60 points this game. Right after I said that, Amari Cooper scored a touchdown.
He also threw an interception, which is so funny.
His first NFL pass is an interception.
He's about to get he's like, I need to get rid of this.
To the Browns! But that's beside the point. So that being said, Bengals. I'm not going to bet on them clearly because maybe when I put money on, Joe Burrow just clocks out. Next we have the Packers and the Lions. This is the Lions game to win. The Packers are done.
Maybe.
The Packers are done.
Back.
Aaron Rodgers needs to go to a home. I'm so sick of him.
I mean, I think the Packers defense can stuff the Lions offense, but I think
you don't
it's
trust
possible
Jared
for
Goff?
the Lions to win.
You don't trust that offense of the Lions? That perfect offense? No.
It's a great offense. I'm not gonna lie. I got a great offensive line. DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Absolutely.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff, the man himself. But that being
Although they
said,
just traded away T.J. Hawkinson, which is
that is
crazy.
crazy. But I mean,
Yeah.
they'll make it happen. I'm saying that this is gonna be the Lions are going 2. Lions are getting their second win on the Green Bay Packers, which is going to sting a little bit harder.
We'll see.
And I
Yeah,
love
I mean
that.
it's a divisional game.
And I
It's
live
possible.
for that. I want the image of Sauce Gardner wearing the cheese on his head to be burned in every Packers mind because I don't like Aaron Rodgers. That being said, Colts Patriots. The Colts
Patriots.
aren't a bad team.
I'm taking the Patriots on that. Patriots defense is phenomenal, and the Colts offense is just sputtering.
That's a good point. All right, I'll side with you. Next is going to be a tough one. We got the Bills and the Jets.
Bills.
So, hold on.
Bro, the Bills are going
Hold
to
on.
slaughter the Jets.
So,
You understand?
Hold on. It's either going to be, and hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
Anything.
Because if the Jets are good at anything, it's disappointing you until it doesn't make sense. And they're going to upset a team. This is the team that put Peyton Manning's 16 head into retirement. We injured Peyton Manning. We do weird stuff, and we upset. Now, we're actually a good team this year, so that might not happen. So either this game is either going to be 30 to -3, or it's going to be a close win for the Jets. I'm 80-20 on that. 80 being, Josh Allen scoring 30,000 points for me on my own team.
No. Josh Allen's going to have
Josh Allen's
Josh
going
Allen's gonna have a fun day.
to put his cleat right in Sauce Gardner's face. It's going to be tough for me to watch. That being said, I'm still here for it. I'm still going to watch that game. It's a 1 o'clock game?
Yeah.
Next, we have the Vikings and the Commanders. I'm going with the Vikings.
Vikings are 6-1. They just traded for T.J. Hawkinson.
No, that's a nasty
It's gonna be a
team
great
too.
game.
That's a nasty team too. There's some really. What's crazy is this year there's none of the teams that everyone expect, minus the Bills. There's no real team that you're like, all right, they're going obviously, but you're watching it happen. You're watching these teams be absolutely dominant, and teams that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Like the Vikings are a good team, but I wasn't expecting 6-1. The Eagles, I was talking a lot of crap on record about them, and they're undefeated. It's been fun football to watch, man. It's been a great season. So yeah, Vikings. Next we have the Raiders and the Jaguars. It's going to be a literal parade of field goals.
I'm going to
and
take the
punts.
Jaguars. No. I think the Jaguars.
You think the Jaguars can
team's
get it?
going to eat. Yeah. Jaguars defense is actually pretty good.
Alright. They are 2-6, so I don't believe you. But
What are the Raiders?
2-5. I'm not saying the Raiders
Keep
are
my
good.
shit box.
I'm not.
What's the next
I'm
game?
not saying the Raiders are good. Relax. I'm just saying the Jaguars are a good defense. Yeah, it really showed me.
Bro, they are. They have a good defense. What do you mean?
All right, I believe you, but
You
relax.
should.
You gotta calm down.
No.
It's a kids channel.
No, it's not.
This is Nickelodeon. This is slime time right now.
You want to bring up Nickelodeon at a time like this?
Next, we have the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Cardinals, man, I haven't watched them. What's going on?
Kyler Murray's too busy playing Call of Duty. No, honestly, they're struggling on offense a little. I mean, they just got DeAndre Hopkins back, so I don't know how their last two games. Actually, they beat the Saints in DeAndre Hopkins' first game back, and I don't know if they won last week or not.
Let me see.
But
no, it was against the Vikings. It was 26-34. That was a high scoring game. The Saints and Cardinals game.
yeah,
It was
the Vikings are 6-1. They're a good
yeah.
team.
No. I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else they lose to?
I think it's just tough matchups and those games without DeAndre.
There was some tough. They had the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They had the Raiders that they beat. The Rams that they lost to, which I'm gonna get to the Rams. And then they had the Panthers that they beat. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense their score.
Yeah.
Except for, I mean, they lost to the Eagles, but they also lost to the Seahawks, who they're playing again today.
The
Geno
Seahawks are
Smith
good,
is
I don't
him.
understand.
Geno Smith decided to be him. Him and DK Metcalf are there.
Yeah.
I'm honestly happy for him. I'm not even mad at it. I really like the Seahawks uniforms. I think they go hard, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
They're a good team. They were fun. I watched them last week. They're fun to
DK.
watch. Yeah, no, I got DK in one of my leagues.
I have his jersey.
All right, settle down.
All right, why don't you go?
So I can put you on the team, all right?
All right, maybe he will.
Maybe well.
He might
I
call
hope.
me. Yeah, he can call me.
Next we have the Rams and the Bucks. Here's the thing. These are two. I want to say Rams, but both
Matthew
teams.
Stafford is making a lot of mistakes. He's not.
No, I think that defense is going to smush geriatric Brady. I think
No.
they're going to send him right home to his ex-wife. Like, it's going to be...
She's not even there.
She's out.
Told you, yeah.
But, no, I think the Rams defense is so much better. The Bucks lost their last 5 games in a row. They're garbage. They're doo-doo.
Tom Brady gets.
It's garbage.
You won't like Tom Brady when he's angry. And right now, he's lost too many games.
Oh, yeah, because the divorce
He's
made him
throwing
really
too many
happy,
tablets,
right?
Huh?
The divorce made him really happy. Like, this is him angry. This is him angry right now, bro.
Yeah.
He's all mad. He's Hulk smashing, throwing helmets, going to weddings, yelling at his offensive line because he can't throw. I'm a Tom Brady hater.
Me too.
That's why I say ridiculous things like he can't throw. Obviously, Tom Brady can throw.
What's
he's not
aggressive?
doing-
You're really aggressive right now.
Because the Rams are going to get it. The Rams defense is nasty. The
Is that
Rams...
Saints Titans Chiefs.
Wow, you just... I can't wait for the Rams to win now. Anyways, yes, it's the Titans and the Chiefs, and the Chiefs
the
are
Titans
going to...
are winning.
What?
On the back of Derrick Henry.
All right, you're right.
I think.
That's all.
I think if Derrick Henry can put up another 100 yards and a touchdown, I think.
Do you think he's got that on the Chiefs defense?
Yeah, Chiefs defense isn't great against running backs.
That's a good point. You got me there. I'm still gonna say the Chiefs just because. No, you know what? That makes sense. I'm going with the Titans. I'm on your side. Next, did you say Team Titans?
Titans.
I hate you. Thank God we're almost done. Next and finally, we have the Ravens and the Saints. I'm going with the Ravens, baby.
Yeah.
In the words of Quan Owens, give him his money. Go Ravens, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson is playing some pretty good football. I mean, the team hasn't been able to close out in the fourth quarter.
No.
But
he's playing great
that's not
unsigned.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews needs to take a nice ice bath because I swear to God.
And they just traded for Roquan Smith.
Yes. So that really.
So now him and Patrick Queen.
Oh, that's gonna be a nasty defense.
Yeah.
You're gonna love to see it. Yeah. But that being said, Mark Andrews does need to take. He needs to take a night. He needs to take a nice ice bath and relax because he played like one play and got hurt in that last game, and it was tough to watch for a multitude of reasons. But I like him. He's a great, phenomenal tight end. He's the best. He's the best tight end right now. Well, not right now, but he's up there. He's one of the best right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'd love to see it. Yeah. And that wraps it up for week 9. I'm really hoping that I can get out of this losing streak. I'm down 2 right now. I'm down 2. Hopefully I can go 7-2.
I really gotta try.
Absolutely beat the hell out of you in your own division. In your own league.
Who am I playing this week?
That's a great question.
Who are you playing this week?
I'm going to get smushed this week. I can't even be. I'm playing Team Lorenzo's Angry. And already the probability is 61-39, so it's not looking good for me.
I hope he loses.
You hope he loses?
Yeah.
You praying on his downfall?
I'm
Pray
praying
harder.
Team Hecht. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's
Love to see it. That's
easy
that's
W.
a possible
easy W. He's got terrific Tom Brady as his QB, who's going, for 4 points.
Eckler and Fournette, though, that's a tough duo.
That is a good
to go
duo.
up against.
But they're against the Rams defense, so I don't know if Fournette's going to really do much.
I think Eckler's going to have 30 points.
Let's break down Team Hack right now. Let's not even talk about it. Let's just break down why Anthony's going to take a W right now. And if you watch this, I'm sorry. All love. He's also got...
Not too sure about that.
He's got McLaurin.
Scary Terry. And Keenan Allen, if he's healthy, he has. I think he has Gerald Everett, too, as his tight end.
He has Darren Waller. He's got Kevin Walker III.
Kevin Walker.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's got Gabe Davis, but I don't really think they're going to need a lot.
Gabe Davis is boom or bust. He can give you 28 points, 30 points, or he can give you 5.
Yes, I think I got rid of him for that reason.
You trade him, or you just drop him?
I don't even know if it was in this. No.
In this league. Because he's had him the entire time.
Yeah, it had to be the other league.
So you just drop Gabe Davis.
No, I do have Gabe Davis. Relax, I have Gabe Davis. Right. You're really upset about CeeDee Lamb. You know what you get CeeDee? Anyways, he's got Mecole Hardman as one of his flex. He's got the Kansas City defense. And he's got poor McPherson, man.
Listen, if Derrick Henry goes off, that spells doom for the Kansas City defense, so I like that. What's the projected matchup?
So right now you're up 51% to 49%.
I don't trust those.
See, I normally don't, but the past 2 weeks have been getting scary accurate. But no, I've watched it go from my team being 1% all the way up to a W. So you're right. It literally just goes by what you're seeing right now, but it changes over time. Because right now I'm 39 to 61. He's got...
It also adjusts the projected score live as the game happens.
Yes, yeah, that's what I watch. Because I got Josh Allen on my QB. I'm waiting on the 2 waivers, though. So that's going to change my probability as well.
Listen, if you manage to pick up Kyle Pitts, I might reach out to you about a trade. Because Logan Thomas ain't it.
You know what's crazy? You ain't getting the god diggity damn thing.
I'll give you a better return than anyone else will.
You're right. No, you actually do me right. I'm hoping Mark Andrews stays a little healthy. I almost don't want to put him in. I almost want them to put him out. But everyone else in my bench has a bye week right now. So, it's tough.
Yeah, it happens.
Tough. You want to do the outro?
You guys do the outro, it's on low battery.
Oh,
Blinking.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like the setup that we're continuing to do. If you want us to go back to maybe doing the Smash games a little bit, if you want us to go back to the old table that we had, just let it know in the comments below. DM us. Our ad's going to be up here.
Well, Wingboys' ad's going to be up here.
Yes.
And he's going to be down here. And I'm going to be right here.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.
Bye, guys.